Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Chris Blackstock, and this is Adobe Live. And today we've got a very special guest, Bea Audrey. Hello, Bea. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Let's see. Today we've got the Adobe Live community. Please join us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Adobe Live on Instagram for the latest streams, updates, and more. We've also got this great chat going. Looks like Wade is helping us out here. What's up, Wade? Jennifer Hood, Umacorn Browers. So good to see all of your faces. Please let us know where you're coming in from. I know this is an awesome global show. We always love everybody from all over the world joining us and chiming in and kind of making this show a lot better than it could be without you guys. So, all right. Yeah, this is very exciting.
Excited.
Please introduce yourself, show us some of your work and kind of take us on a quick little journey of what we're going to do today.
Cool. So I'm Bea of Bea Audrey Design, also known as BAD. I'm a freelance graphic designer and illustrator, and I really like all things that are nerdy. I'm really into Star Trek and like Zelda and video games and Columbo and fun stuff like that. And I'll show you some of my work that I have here on my Instagram. So basically, I like to do things that interest me. So Spock and Wednesday. I also do fun client projects. These are all my illustrative, fun things to do. And it's like if something interests you, you should draw it, right? If you can, why not? So yeah. I do a lot of fan art just because it's super fun. This was the first thing that I started with. I've been doing illustration for about 2 years, and I started with this Christmas drinks, which I thought was so fun. And each day I made them on a live stream because why not, right?
Yeah, right.
So I started there and just gradually started to do more. I wanted to learn more about light and shadow. So I started doing black and whites and yada, yada. So yeah. And that brings us to today where I'm doing more recipe like illustrations because they're so fun. Awesome. I am, like I said, my own brand. So I also sell merch. I have an Etsy shop. If you want to take a peek, there's a lot of fun.
Please,
also,
yes. Everybody go check it out.
But yeah, basically that's pretty much me. That's my stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. So what are we going to be doing today?
So today I'm going to be doing an illustration of some pesto pizza. And pesto pizza, because I started out like at the beginning of last year, I started to have some weird stomach issues. You know, you like get older, I'm 32, and all of a sudden everything changes and you're like, what's going on? So I had to, it's like, why, right?
That's the 30s. You're like, wait, I'm getting older? What?
Like, yeah, what's happening?
So easy. Yeah.
Right? So I started to adjust my diet according to what would work for me. So this is an interesting mix of like a vegan pizza meets turkey bacon.
Okay. All right.
But anyways, I thought it would be fun to draw. I have some image references that I just pulled and a cool color palette here. I have my ingredients and my logo because this will be like a shareable poster. So I like to put my logo on the bottom. And then some fonts that we can all with the chat choose from and see what we like.
So. Awesome. Yeah, I think the pesto is a good choice because it also gives you a much better color palette.
Right? It's very fancy. I love it.
And the chat is very excited. We've got a lot of pesto lovers out there.
Yeah, hi. I see some friends in the chat. Hey, Mark and Z, and my sisters, of course, Jen and Amy of Hoodspa. So
welcome.
So yeah. All right. So I'm going to get started here. And for my base, I'm going to do this peach color because it's really fun. And I think it's going to have a nice effect. Plus it's food. It's like, you want it to be like tasty, right?
Yes. And this is all going to be done in Illustrator today, correct?
This is all in,
okay.
Yep. And for me, I like to have layers, my base, my image references, so I can lock those because I'll also probably trace over these just to get a general idea of shape or composition. And then my base layer, because that can be really annoying when you're designing something and you're keep clicking on the base layer and you're just like, why? Stop
Yeah,
it.
I think Illustrator is definitely one of those programs where locking layers is key,
It's
because
totally
you just don't want to grab something and tweak it and not realize it until hours later. You're like, oh, that's different.
right. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm also going to, before I get really going here, I want to make myself this color palette. You can select that and then come over to your little hamburger icon and make a new, oh, that's not it. To go to my, come now. My swatches, new color group, and this will be my pizza colors. Yay. So then that'll be easier for me to use them going through the illustration. So yeah, does anyone have a favorite pizza that's like not normal? Like, I'm curious, is anyone in the chat like, or you, do you have any like
that's a
pizza
question.
that's not just pepperoni, you know?
Well, my brother actually owns a pizza restaurant in Portland.
No way. What's it called?
It's called Adobelive.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
It's on 28th and Gleason, near Palm Beach and some other spots. But I think it's been there for over 10 years now. But he does cornmeal crust pizza. So
that's so interesting.
it's kind of, it's like California style Chicago deep dish, but instead of full of sauce on top, it's all toppings. So yeah, he's definitely got some pretty interesting pizzas there.
I like that. I actually like more toppings.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put too many toppings and then it's just like really, it's like liquidy, you know, like if you put too much stuff on there. But I like that. That sounds really good. I used to live in Portland.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I've never heard of it though. That's really cool. But go ahead.
Yeah, well,
there's
a lot of restaurants there.
There are. That's true.
Yeah. Like every block is a restaurant in Portland. And there's a lot of good food, so it's hard. It's hard to get to all of them.
Seriously. And what was your favorite pizza though that you like from there?
Well, they have it's funny because their staple is it's roasted corn and caramelized onions. And
yum.
It is surprisingly delicious. And you would think it'd be too much corn on that cornmeal crust, but it really,
right.
It really isn't.
Right. No, yeah, that sounds really good. Ooh, I see Z likes pepperoni and pineapple. Yum.
I'm a big pineapple guy on pizza.
Me too. I think pineapple on pizza. Agreed. Pineapple on pizza.
Well, let's see, a Hawaiian barbecue chicken. Brad, I agree. It's also very delicious. Let's see, basil, tomato, and avocado. Oh no, that is good. Oh yeah, with the balsamic. Let's see, shoe pizza. Scott, you're gonna have to explain, what is shoe pizza?
Yeah, explain shoe pizza.
what is shoe pizza? Corny pizza. Okay.
Oh, Scott, Big Pen. Oh my gosh. That's a good friend of mine. We're in a drawing group. We do figure drawing once a week.
Oh,
it's
very
so
cool.
fun. Yeah, he invited me into his group of friends, and we met on the internet, like you do. All friends these days are like Instagram friends. But yeah, it's a fun group, and I really enjoyed being a part of it.
Is that an in-person, or do you do it?
It's an online. We meet on Discord. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
It's super fun, and I've really enjoyed it a lot. Okay.
Yeah, figure drawing, just one of those things that good for the soul. Can be frustrating sometimes, I'm sure, but it's just a good practice.
Totally. And it's so fun. It's not something that I'm used to doing. So, but this group is really great, and everyone in it is so supportive, and it's just so fun. It's fun to be around people who make you want to do better. So
definitely.
It's really,
all right. Is that our pesto base?
So this is my pesto base, and I'm doing this with a brush stroke. So it's like, it looks like you just kind of spread it around. We're going to have to finesse it a bit because it's looking a bit funny, but I don't want it to fully cover the base because I think that it looks better without it. So I'm going to do some of these little, brush strokes. and just try and give it like a au naturel vibe. There we go.
Justin Reed says hi, B.
Justin, hey Justin. Oh, another great friend. We have a Disney watching. We will do our design work and then watch Disney movies while we design. It's so fun. Ever since the staying at home stuff, I've really gotten into doing things online with friends, you know?
Yeah,
and
no, it's awesome.
It's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Has anyone else gotten into like other groups? Hey Doc, I see you. Doc's there too, and Khalif. Oh my gosh, hi friends. But yeah, does anyone else do like? Do you guys have any like things that you do, you know, that you still do like when the pandemic was happening, but you just keep doing it because it's so much fun, just like meeting your friends online?
Adjusted how you did it because couldn't meet in person.
Yeah, some of those things definitely stick with you. I'm gonna move up my sauce a bit, I think. There we go.
Yes, okay. I believe one of your sisters is saying, Jennifer is saying that the older movies can be a little bit of a downer.
Oh yeah.
But The Sword and the Stone is a classic. This is true. It's one of my favorite ones. Easily.
It's my favorite. Absolutely favorite. Love it so much. Okay.
There's something magical about that one. Literally and figuratively.
Yes, agreed. Okay, I'm going to use a Retro Supply Co. brush so that I can put some pesto like little bits in my.
And where are these brushes from?
These are Retro Supply Co. brushes.
Okay.
They're Vector Fuzz.
Very
so
cool.
I just copied one over. I'm going to bring it in here. And then I'm going to Option Shift to make it big. Oop, not that big. And then bring it over here. And so now I'm going to outline this object, expand its appearance, really. And I'm going to turn it dark green. Oh, no, I always do that. Not the stroke of it. The inside, please. So like the pesto I have over here, it's very speckly and light and dark. So I'm trying to mimic that. So I'm going to do that here. And then option drag here. And even though it's going all the way outside, I'm just going to, this is my hack. I'm going to come in with my lasso tool and just remove those outliers from my crust because I don't want them on my crust. There we go. Oh, okay. Now V and click into this group and remove them from there.
Scott was saying that his favorite thing to do still since the pandemic is let the dishes stack up in the sink. His wife loves him.
I'm sure Heather loves that.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson after many years of marage that if there's one thing that I do the dishes before.
You do the dishes.
Gotta just do that was my brother's best piece of advice when I got married. He's just like, just do the dishes, dude. It'll be fine.
That's a great piece of advice, honestly. I think he's definitely onto something there. That's genius. Yeah, we don't let the dishes, actually in our house, me and my sisters will cook for each other, and then whoever cooks doesn't have to do the dishes. So that's like the joy of cooking for everyone, you know?
Yes, that's usually how it is. And my wife is a much better cook than me. So even when I'm attempting to cook, she kind of will, peer her head and be like, are you doing okay?
What's going on here?
I got this. She's like, you've been making that sauce for like 30 minutes. I'm like, it's fine. The measurements.
It's totally fine. I've got this. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay.
But I think I'd be much better at this. I think drawing food actually now sounds very entertaining after
it is fun
to watch this.
And the kind of stuff you draw is like cool characters and stuff. I looked at your page a bit. What's your favorite? Is that like your favorite thing to draw? Just like the character stuff?
Yeah, definitely. It's something I've been doing since I was a little kid and just kind of always drawing weird monsters and characters, and now someone's paying me for it. So
It's so
I'm like,
cool. That's
all right, I'll
that's the
keep doing
dream.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the dream. Yeah.
that's
So
so
it's
cool.
fun. It's fun with my 6-year-old son, and we kind of do character design
So do you
sessions.
guys are you into like video games and stuff, you and your son? Do you
Oh
guys play
yeah.
any video games?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite?
Well, I'm currently playing the Hogwarts game, which
Oh
has
yes.
been incredible. I mean, talk
Yes.
about a really well fleshed out world. And but he plays a lot of let's say Mario Kart. That's like one of his favorite.
That's what I just got from I got that for my birthday from one of my sisters, or both my
Yes,
sisters.
it's a good one.
But I can't wait to try the Hogwarts game. It won't come out. I think it comes out in May for the Switch and PS4 because I'm, not as cool as everyone else.
Yeah,
But I can't wait.
I got the PS5, so I've been spoiled.
Yeah, you are. I'm jealous. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Everyone keeps talking about it. I'm like, oh, I want to play it.
I know. I was like, I'm not gonna get it for 2 years, and I'm just gonna be fine with that until it's available. And then once it did, I was like, all right, sorry,
Just
babe,
kidding.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this.
I'm gonna get it. I mean, you have to. It's so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we get? What do we got here? We got some browning on the crust here.
Yeah, I wanted to give it a little bit of something. I also outlined, I did a stroke on my shadow. So the crust looks a bit like it's like, crinkly, got like a unique edge thing going on. So there's that. So there's going to be vegan Parmesan. You can use regular Parmesan for sure. And I'm going to put little Parmesan bits, but I'm like, I guess I could do those now. I'll do those now. And then I'll start making some of the veggies. One of my favorite veggies to make is the mushroom. I love the mushrooms. They're so fun to make and so cute. So for let's see, I'm going to do just a simple shift. That will be the start of my, what is it called?
Parmesan?
My Parmesan, yay! My Parmesan.
We got the fresh Parmigiano.
Yes, special.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Ooh, Robert. Swedish crisp bread. That sounds good. Yeah.
It does sound delicious.
Yeah, Jen's like, what is that? What is that? That sounds so
please,
good.
Tell
us what that is. Yeah.
This is just going to be a food podcast.
This is
no longer Adobe Live. We are now.
we now are only food.
Yeah.
Me and my sister Jen and Amy, Jen found this lady. She's from, Jen, where is that place? The lady who she cooks in our Azerbaijan. It's this place that's near Turkey, and it's really cool. She's like, she makes her own bread and food and just like every kind of food that's like home to their native area.
Yeah.
Like the words, but it's so cool. She makes everything from scratch, and there's dogs and cats. Abergian, yeah, something close to that.
Yeah, you're close. Yeah.
But it's so cool. It's, oh my gosh, we've been watching it at night and it's so relaxing. It's like, there's no sound. She just makes food outside and in like Adobe pots and brick ovens. And it's just, it's so cool. It's so relaxing and so cool. Yeah, I love it.
I think it's Azerbaijan, I think is how you say it.
Oh, really? Okay. So we were definitely off, but that's so cool. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, not that.
All right. So, yep. So for the next, let's see, we've got about an hour and 10 minutes. We're just going to be placing single little specks of Parmesan.
I know. I'm going to try not to do that many. For the next 3 hours, you will be watching me put tiny pieces around.
So are you going to put this around the pesto? Is this going to go on top at all?
This is,
are you going to create groups, or is this
just
going to be
the crust?
Okay, just the crust. Okay,
just the crust.
Gotcha.
Because I just sprinkle it on at the end. I actually just made this recipe literally one day ago, and
nice.
have been eating the leftovers. It's seriously
Okay.
delicious.
So this is already pre-approved,
This is pre-approved.
delicious pizza. Okay. I
Yeah.
don't want you to be designing something that doesn't really taste great. You know, that's
Right? I would be
fail.
such a fraud. Like, yeah, this
Yeah.
pizza, it could be good or not.
And how long have you been using Illustrator?
For 4 years, when I
Okay.
started graphic design 4 years ago, I started with Illustrator, which to me was an amazing tool. Like, I never knew that you could just make things. I didn't understand how people were making things. I thought it was all just like hand drawn. Like, you have to just be
Right.
able to hand draw things. When I found Illustrator through my sisters, I was like, what? The world is my oyster.
Yeah, you're like,
You can make anything.
I love computers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. And I've pretty much been that excited ever since.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's like if you have a good design sense or, you know, but you don't have the drawing side of it or just that experience. Because, you know, even if you're really good at drawing, it takes a ton of practice to really get what you want. So
Absolutely.
it really is nice. I mean, yeah, Illustrator is a pretty incredible program. Just, I think nowadays it's really, when it first, you know, it's earlier days, I think it was a little like when I was playing with it, you know, gosh, this is like early 2000s when I was just getting into college, and it was a little more intimidating because they didn't really have all the packages. The user interface was a little more complicated. You had to really know how to use that pen tool. But now with all these vector brushes and all these just great things that everybody's put together, what Adobe's done with the program, it feels very user friendly these days.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. It's it's fabulous. That and Adobe Fresco
Yes, Fresco
is
is
really
incredible.
fun. Yeah. And that is like if you have an idea, you could draw it with your hand. But even if you're not that good at hand drawing, you can still get in there and make some cool stuff. It's like, especially when it makes the shape for you, like if you're just like, you know, perfecting shapes. It's really cool. I just all Adobe products have been a life-changing experience for me, because I've always really liked illustration, but never ever did I think I could do it, draw anything.
Right.
It's like,
right.
nope.
It seems like it seems like an intimidating title, right? Or like thing that you have to do as an illustrator is you have to be this incredible draftsman or something to participate. But it really, like, you know, this is a great example of it's really just, do you want to make something, right? Like, what do you want to create, and how much imagination do you have? And here's the tools. So
here's the tools.
Yeah. And also it probably helped that you had siblings that were doing this stuff too, right? You know, it's kind of nice to be able to bounce that off of each other and learn from each other.
Without a doubt. I learned all that I know from Jen and Amy of Chutzpah Design, my awesome sisters. I am super grateful for all that they've taught me and still teach me to this day. Whenever I do a new design, or if I'm thinking about working on something, I pass it over to them. I'm like, how is this? And they always have some awesome constructive criticism that I would have never thought of. And then I learned something new. At first I'm like, dang it, why am I not perfect? And then I'm like, okay, I appreciate it, and now I'm going to be better.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make a bunch of failures to really have that real success, and really learn, and you know what's working and what's not.
Absolutely. Okay, for my mushroom little line thingies that go underneath it, I'm also going to use this same stroke that I have on my Parmesan.
Smart.
Remember that word.
Reusing some assets. Yes, Parmesan.
Yes. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make that one, and we're gonna make it that same. And I like to make my strokes tapered because I feel like it gives them like character and it's fun. So yeah, we're gonna do a little taper on that. This is another semi-painstaking one at a time situation.
Yeah, that taper also kind of gives it more of a handmade feel. you know, because
Right.
usually when you're making lines, they're not perfect. They're not this perfect width. And so yeah, that's nice.
Exactly.
I'm getting the feeling from the chat that your sisters are your biggest supporters.
Yeah, they are biggest.
That's awesome.
They are very, very supportive. The most supportive. We are a good sister group. I am very, very lucky to have sisters like them. It's hard. Sometimes people don't get along with their siblings, you know? So it's like, I feel really.
I know. It took a while for me and my brother.
Yeah. What's the age difference between you?
3 years. 3 years difference.
Okay.
But,
so you're pretty close. That's not too bad.
No, yeah. I think, you know, as we got older, it got a lot easier. We had a lot of differences and taste maybe, or I was very loud. Some would say annoying. So I'm sure he didn't want me around a lot of the time when we were younger.
That's how I was with my brothers, actually. I have 2 brothers. And both, one of them's 9 years older than me, one of them's 8 years older than me. So it was very much like, get out of my room. We don't want you here.
Yeah, I have a little sister that I'm 8 years older than. So I kind of got was the younger brother for a while, and then kind of became like the older brother / guardian, you know, the little sister. So I kind of got both sides.
And then all of a sudden you understand the get out of my room thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny.
All right. So if you are just joining us, we are here with Bea Audrey, and we are making pizza. So if you're hungry, maybe bring a snack. I don't know, because it's definitely going to make you hungry afterwards. Everything's being done in Illustrator right now, and this is going to be for a recipe, correct? We're going to put some fonts on here, and
it's going to at least say pizza, Pesto Pizza.
Okay, perfect. We'll at least know what it's called.
Yes.
But yeah, if you're joining us on YouTube or Behance, welcome. Please join us in the chat at b.net/Adobelive. We love having everyone here. Having a great lively chat always makes this show better. So please come say hi. And if you have any questions, we'd always love to answer them.
Yeah, the recipe will definitely be in the illustration. So it's like, you'll have everything you need from the doodles.
It's a little guy.
You know, it's a little baby. Actually, this I find to be the most challenging, but I still like it to be like a bit organic and funky looking. So I just kind of go with it and see, do I like that? Do I like that? Okay, so I like him. And then I'm going to make a little shape in here for his little dark stuff. And then I'm going to Shift C, get some handles on my point. Just a bit. And fill it in dark brown. Maybe.
Perfect.
Oh. Okay. Does anyone in the chat not like mushrooms? I know there's sometimes people just really hate mushrooms.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy, but like, if that's your thing.
There's just too many mushrooms to hate. To just say you generally hate mushrooms. I feel like it's unfair. True. There's so many different types.
That's true. And you know, mushrooms I feel like are a fad right now. I keep seeing ads on Instagram for mushroom tea or something instead of coffee. They're like, trade your coffee and drink mushrooms. I'm like,
yes.
Coffee has not let me down, so maybe. I don't know about this.
Yeah, Scott, I guess, has developed a fear of mushrooms now because of The Last of Us. That will do it. Right. If you're watching that show, obviously, as an adult, it would be fungi would probably maybe cause a little more fear these days.
That's very true. Good point, Scott. Yes. We talk about that every time we get together. Have you seen The Last of Us? The whole way through, and we were the only ones, and we would still ask everyone, have you seen it? And they're like, nope, still not watching it.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's
but
so
I've seen the
good.
mushrooms growing on my lawn and I'm terrified.
I'm scared. Okay, woo. All right, we have a pizza base. We have 2 mushrooms.
Yes.
That's exciting. Okay, now, so on our list, we have mushrooms, turkey bacon, olives, vegan parm. Next, I'm going to make the olives, and then I'll do the turkey bacon last. So I'm going to get my ellipse tool, and that's like an olive. Yeah, there it is. There's an olive.
Yep.
And what I do is I just make that one, and then I make the circle one and make it a stroke. Oh, not yellow. And then up that stroke, way up. And then make it smaller and fit it onto my... I should probably make that into a stroke so I can see what I'm doing. Because I feel like it should be at least the width of my olive to make sense. Do. That's like about it. I like him really like fat. Okay, cool. So now we have our olives, our mushrooms, we have our Parmesan, and now we just need our turkey bacon. And don't forget, Command Save while you're working on your project, just in case.
Yes, just in case.
Just in case. Okay, so I'm going to go, this one I'm actually going to use this as a reference, and I'm going to use my pencil tool. That's N is the shortcut. And this, I'm just going to loosely get the idea of this shape because I don't love that, but it doesn't need to be exact. It can just be what we want it to be. Bacon can look however you want it.
Yeah, talk about a great organic shape. This is it.
It's like crinkly and crunchy and curvy. Okay. Have you tried turkey bacon?
Oh yeah. I have turkey bacon. Yeah.
It's good, right?
It's delicious. I mean, it's different, you know. I don't feel like with any type of food that's trying to be another food, never go into it thinking like it's gonna taste the exact
just
same.
Like bacon.
Yeah, it's turkey bacon, you know, like it's gonna taste different, but I love it, you know. But I also love regular bacon, so that's,
me too.
You know, I'll eat both.
True. Yeah, I switched to turkey bacon, and I was surprised at how good it was because I was a little bit worried that it would just like not be as delicious, but it's actually pretty good. And honestly,
you get used to the different flavors, right? And you kind of once you start eating those things, it like are just different substitutes. It's not, it kind of becomes the normal after a while.
Absolutely. And yeah, it just adds a lot of flavor. I was on almost a no flavor diet, eating like all grains. And then turkey bacon came and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon. It's the best thing ever. It was probably as good as bacon to me at that time.
Yeah. If all you were eating was grain, that's probably...
yeah, basically, yes. Okay, so I got my basic shape here. That sort of looks something like bacon.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to take this back, and I think my bacon is going to be this color, but on the inside. And it doesn't need a stroke. And then all the inside bits, I'm going to shift select all my little inside bits. Doop. And make those my red color. Aha, we have bacon.
There we go.
And then I'm going to group that together. And since this is kind of dinky bacon, I'm just going to stretch it, not shift, just stretch it out.
And these are the colors that you had already in your palette, correct? Okay.
These are from my color palette. It's those two are the bacon. And there it is. All right, that looks like a pretty good bacon. Maybe even a little longer, a teeny bit fatter. Let's get it. A real hefty piece of bacon there. Yum.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, so now I have my bacon and I have all my pieces. So now I just am going to arrange them together. So for this, I'm going to option drag it, turn it on its side, and I'm going to cut pieces of bacon like you would for the recipe. I just take scissors and cut it.
Perfect.
I'm just going to cut it up. Let's see. My cutting tool is under. Sometimes I misplace them. Ahaha, the knife. I'm going to use the knife. All right. So I'm going to select this with my selection tool. And then I think first I'm going to cut one in half. And then click in, select that, cut it from the group. Whoop. Oh. What happened? Okay, so that didn't cut. Redo.
We got
Try that again. We got this. Okay, cut. We're going to cut through the shape, all the way through. Double click in, select it. Ha!
There we go.
And get it out of that group. Okay, so now I have these two pieces of bacon, which I will use. Ooh. Make sure those are grouped.
Okay, I was going to say, we got to group that.
Gotta group those. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to make the little bits of bacon that go on the pizza. These will just be fun to have. Okay. Like Bob Ross making happy little bacon here. That's so funny. I love that. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, so we're going to cut this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make that sound while you cut.
It actually doesn't work if you don't make that sound.
It doesn't work unless you do the bacon cutting sound.
If you're not making sound effects while you're designing, I don't want to talk to you. I don't.
Yep. We just can't be friends. I'm sorry. Pew 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 pew. Yeah. Oh, have you played the new Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is almost not going to be new?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet because Nintendo refuses to have any quality sales. It's I can only spend money on one system. I feel like.
Yeah.
And since my son's not there yet, I think the last Zelda I played was Wind Waker.
Okay.
Which I loved. But
yeah.
It's been a while.
I just got into Zelda at Breath of the Wild. So it's brutal. It's fun, but oh my goodness.
That's a tough one to jump in on.
Right? I keep like, I'm like, okay, well, I'll find a boss, meet them, and then just have to run away. I'm like, all right, okay. So I have like 5 bosses on hold. I'm like, eventually, I guess I'll be able to beat them. I hope. But it's so fun. The game itself is really like visually stunning.
Yeah, they did a great job with that one.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, and they got that sequel coming out, I believe.
Yeah, the Tears of the Forgotten Kingdom, I think, is supposed to come out in May.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
So awesome. So fun. Okay.
Maybe they'll have a sale for Breath of the Wild. Come on, Nintendo.
Maybe they'll have a sale. Fingers crossed.
Maybe for, less than $40 for once. Come on.
Maybe, right? I know. I feel like so many games are like 40, 60. Like that's just like game prices.
The new price is 70 for next generation.
Damn. Yeah, dang. That's
a lot of work they put into those bad boys.
They do. I mean, it's true. There's a lot that goes into it. I get it. We're watching Mythic Quest, and you can see there's a lot that goes in.
That's a perfect example. Yeah, if you want to hear a historically accurate way that they produce video games, that's it.
It's so good. That show is it's hilarious. The new season I'm not as crazy about. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they changed all the characters to be really just kind of sad and boring, and I'm
Oh,
like,
but that's video game.
no, that's what happens. They're just showing
Yeah,
the
they're just
actual life.
sad, downtrodden, like, oh my gosh. What is Twitter saying about our game again? Don't they know we've spent years of our life making this?
Right.
Families abandoned me.
My family's gone.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
it is a very there's a lot of hard work that goes into those.
Absolutely.
Not easy making games.
Annika's here. Hey, Annika and Jenna Fritas.
Hello.
Hello. There is no pineapple on this pizza. I'm so sorry. I can't have pineapple.
Yeah.
Pineapple
Oh,
is
no?
such an acidic food. That's the problem. It's acidity that I can't do. So I'm trying non-acidic foods. But you put pineapple on this pizza. I fully support that. I love pineapple.
It is delicious.
It's delicious and nutritious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our bacon, we've got our pesto, we've got our mushrooms, we've got our olives. Let's see. Are we adding anything else to this? Are we doing the onions, tomatoes, or?
There's no onions, no tomatoes. This is it.
Okay.
We're just putting it together now to make it look like. So in Zelda, when you have when you're cooking things, you put everything into a pot and then everything like bounces around and then there's like glitter and stuff. So that's my inspiration. I want it to look like it's like bouncing into the.
I love that Zelda is the inspiration for this
Zelda's
pizza.
the inspiration for the pizza. Yeah, it's my inspiration.
I feel like we need some like glittery sparkles in this design as well in the recipe.
I know.
Somewhere.
Right? I know. If I can do that, I will. I will get some sparkles in here. Okay. Yeah, I think I want these just like jumping around. Let's get our bacon jumping in. Let's get everyone jumping on the pizza.
Perfect.
And then after I get them situated, I'll put some highlights in there and shadows so that it just looks more vibrant and tasty, because that will be fun.
Love it.
Oh, thank you. Kelly Frida says that the shadow on my pizza is chef's kiss.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I love it. And thank you, Ziana. She says this looks amazing. That's awesome. Thank you, Ziana. I appreciate it. It tastes amazing.
Yeah. Alessandra says, I'm not eating pizza, but having some strawberry shortcake ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I'm so jealous. I'm very jealous. Okay. I think I'll do it here. I'll do it here. It's like positioning is just as important, you know?
Yep. Gotta have that beautiful pizza composition.
I actually think I'll have this one going like that. And then like that. And then put this one here. Are you watching any fun shows? Any new exciting shows?
On Netflix, Beef.
Beef.
Really, really good. Yeah,
okay.
That's been a fun one to watch. Gosh, I'm trying to think. I watch a lot of basketball.
Good. Yes, my sisters are very much into that.
I am a basketball nerd, so I've been closely following the NBA and just getting into the playoffs. So that's been exciting. That's always kind of a fun thing to watch in the background. That
is fun. I agree. It is fun. Whenever they turn it on, I do have fun with it. What's your team? Is that
the Warriors? When I lived in San Francisco and the Bay Area for 11 years. So kind of fell in love with them back then. I moved there in 2005 and so got to see Curry play, I think back in, was it 2014 or 2015? So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, just loved him ever since. And kind of, it's like that's like my nerdy obsession outside of art that I have.
Right.
So
that's so cool. Yeah, basketball is super fun, super popular. I really like Hockey, actually. I think hockey is really fun,
My
especially if
really
you're
good
at the
friend is a
game,
big hockey. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hockey games are so fun to go to.
right? Okay. Especially if there's like a fight, which like, let's be honest, isn't there always a fight?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's, that's a part of it. You got
That's a part of it.
having a bad game. You just got to fight somebody, get the
Just gotta
blood
fight it
flowing.
out. Just
Or maybe you
beat
need a
someone up.
rest. You need to go rest in the penalty box. Just, hook somebody,
Yeah.
slash them, whatever, just,
Yeah,
quick
whatever
punch to
you
the face and
just,
get to go sit down for a while.
knock him out. It's fine.
Yeah. Gotta go rest, coach.
Oh, Mandalorian fan. Justin said, is there any Mandalorian fans? I saw the first season and it was kind of fun.
Good. Yeah. Does the third season's
not that great? Slacking.
Well, I always feel like the Mandalorian teeters with a lot of Star Wars stuff. It's like it teeters on the cheesy side with some of the effects, and the dialogue and acting has been kind of subpar
the whole
this season.
Thing.
Yeah, watching Grogu do backflips and stuff it's a little tough to buy in on some of it, but the creatures are awesome. The characters are always so cool looking, but I would say this season's probably the weakest out of the three so far.
Okay. So skip that one. Got it.
First season's great. I think the first season was really fun.
Yeah.
Because it was more bounty hunter,
Right. Yeah, I did like that one. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to start adding my shadows and highlights because yay, fun. And for me, it's like the light always comes from the top right hand corner. I don't know why, but that's just where it comes from. Okay. And I try and imagine that. I also try and imagine the food is falling. Is there food in front? Is there food in back? Are they casting shadows on it? So this is where my mind is going with the shadows.
We're going to start adding some dimension here.
We're adding dimension. Just to make it pop a little.
And yes, Andor was easily the best Star Wars show out. I think, Amy, you are correct.
Okay, let's see. Oh, B shortcut for the brush. B likes the B shortcut. I like that was lame. I take it back.
Is that your full name? B?
B-E-A, like B cool. Arthur.
Yes.
Yeah. And B Audrey design. It just worked out so well for my my brand to be bad. And
that's
fun.
That's a pretty great acronym there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen all the time. I was pretty happy about it. Okay, see, so things are starting to look more alive. We're enjoying this. This is fun.
Yeah, these are all the special little details that makes the illustration special.
Right?
Yeah.
This is my favorite part. I like the details.
Well,
a lot of people like. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, you go. I talk so much. You go.
Oh no, I was just saying it's with such a flat kind of graphic illustration, kind of adding a little bit of the shadows, and just it gives it a little more life.
Absolutely. We got to make it alive. It's alive. Yeah, the big shapes are fun, but I definitely find more enjoyment from the little stuff.
Jenna was asking, how do you pick your highlight textures?
That's a great question. Actually, that's a great question. So for this one, because I had already had this stroke for my cheese on the outside, I just wanted to match it and have some consistency in the illustration. But I will do all kinds of things for highlights. Sometimes I'll do shapes. I'll just make an organic shape, or sometimes I'll use a stroke or a tapered regular stroke. It just depends what fits the design. I don't really have like a method that goes for all of them other than to just fit it into what I already have going on in the design.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Justin Reed. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, go ahead. Nope, you go.
Oh, he was just asking if you are team trackpad or team mouse.
I am team trackpad all the way, but
crazy
I know, I'm insane. My sisters tell me all the time, get your mouse out, which if I know that they're watching this, and I have used my mouse, just so you know, but I use it now for like real design projects, which this is. There's not enough like room. There's not enough room.
Liver here?
No, this is the real. This is real. This is the realist.
Right. We are ending the stream early.
That's it. You're fired.
Somebody doesn't care about it.
Nobody cares. No. Like if I'm doing client work and it's really involved, like for instance, I was doing a lot of map tracing recently for a client, and whew, that was detailed, and I had to do it. I had to get because your wrists and everything just get really tired. But my thing is I like to switch between them. So if I've been using my mouse too much, it will hurt your hand either way. So I just flip flop. I just keep switching it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I work on a giant 24-inch Wacom tablet.
Oh yeah. My sister Amy has one.
So it helps make me feel like I'm not doing everything digital. But I mean, gosh, my shoulder, my hands, everything, you start to, you're like, oh, I think carpal tunnel's coming.
It's constantly
like for too long.
It's horrible. We are always having like a massage train going on in our house because everyone is falling apart.
Yes, I purchased a shiatsu shoulder massager.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, end of day, you're just like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's epic. I love it.
Yeah. Or you can get one of those Theraguns.
Right. I know those things look intense, but I also want to try it. Okay, I'm not loving the color of these, so I'm just going to change those to that. That's what's happened. There we go. It did the wrong thing. So I'm going to select same appearance, and all of you. Oh, except now I changed the appearance, so it won't. Select the same appearance, and we're going to take this. Switch those colors, and there does not need to be a fill, and that is the look I was going for.
Much better.
Yeah, much better. This bright is just too bright. So we're gonna objects. Okay, select. Whoop. Same appearance. Switch those and remove the fill. And one more. Select, same appearance. All these little shortcuts are very fun and cool, and just knowing your way around the program. For the longest time, I would watch people on live streams be like, how did they do that?
Right.
And then you learn and you're like, oh, cool. Actually, my first
gonna help a lot.
Right? My first illustration that I made, I was making a Christmas card, and each bulb that I made them individually over and over, and each one I would make individually and change the color individually and put it on the Christmas tree. And there were, no joke, like 50 bulbs, and it took me like 4 hours, and I didn't realize you could just like option drag all of them, and it was it was really fun.
That's a little bit of the learning curve, and
that was a big learning
curve. I never
want
to do that ever again. How do I do this faster and quicker?
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. And I remember I was so excited and so proud, but then my sister was like, oh, you can just do this. It's like, what? Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice having somebody who has a lot of knowledge of the program close by, because you get those kind of quick answers and be like, oh,
Like,
Or you could
what?
watch, also watch Adobelive, because I can't
So many.
tell you how many things I've learned, just not only from hosting, but watching, being a guest on here. Feel like even all the people in chat, they'll be schooling you, be like, I've been using this for almost 20 years, it feels like, and I still don't know how to do certain things.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay, so now I need the chat to help me to choose a font here because I'm unsure. So
this is exciting because
this is exciting.
We've got Wade in here and he loves straw polls just as much as I do. So we're going to do a straw poll for this. All right. So what are our options here? So
we have Redondo Ave. So I can just switch them so you guys can see what it will look like. So we have Redondo Ave. I think I'm going to say bold, and that's from Chutzpah Design. Okay. I really like this font. It's new. Okay. And then we also soak it in. Let's soak this one in quick. So this is Redondo. This is Redondo Ave. And then we have Beverly Drive, another Chutzpah font. Okay. Also very cool and very like pizzeria vibe. Yes. I'm getting. Yes. Okay. And then we have an Adobe font. And I have been trying to figure out how to say this. Script JF. It could be a Dodge. It could be a Dodge script. It's one of those, which I think is so cute and fun. And I love the Z's in this one. Okay. So that's an option. And then the last one is Botanist from Jason Carney, which again, fun also font. A great one. Yes. So okay. This is going to be hard. I'm excited. Okay. So Redondo. Let's go through them really quick so we can get the straw poll going here. Redondo. Yep. Redondo. We have Redondo. Okay. And then we have Beverly Drive. And then Adage. And Botanist. Okay. And if also you can see on the screen under fonts, there's the names as well, just in case you can't remember. Wade. Yes. Let's get a straw poll link if you can, sir. Oh, there it is. It's up. We're live here. We're live. The voting is live. So you just click on that link and vote, and we will have a winner here. I'm going to give it a few minutes. In the meantime, I'll put my logo in here because that's always fun. Oh, it's such a good one. Thank you. Yeah, it's like bees, bad. Yes, perfect. Boom. There it is. All right. I am voting. Okay. Well, we've got a clean sweep right now with Redondo. Oh, no. Someone likes Beverly. Okay. Oh. Okay. Here, they're coming in. All right. Here we go. We'll give this another minute or two and see where we're at. Oh, man. Okay. At least everything has a vote. That's so funny, Scott Thigpen. If you say Adage 3 times in front of a mirror, Katy Perry appears and yells at you. Oh, Scott. Adage. Oh, that's too good. Does she scream Adage at you? Yeah. What does she yell at you? Please tell us. I need to know. Oh my gosh. All right. So far, Redondo's in the lead with 7 votes. Beverly is next with 4. Oh. Adage with 2 and Botanist with 1. Okay. Well, this is exciting. All right. One more minute. It's looking like Redondo. It is looking like Redondo. Let's line that up. Preemptively. Like. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's so good. It's very good. It's a fancy new Chutzpah font. Oh, a little big there. Okay. Adage. I'm going to say that so much now. Adage. It sounds like a perfume or something. Like there should be an advertisement. Yeah. Adage by L'Oreal or by something. That's they're just sprinkling Parmesan cheese all over.
Adage. You want to smell
Ziana.
your favorite pizza? Adage.
Oh my
Like,
god.
man, you smell good. I want to eat you. Yum. Fresh parmesan.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's too funny. Oh.
Okay, I'm calling it.
Is it Adage?
Redondo has taken the win
lead
with 7 votes. So we are going to do Redondo.
Redondo.
Thank you everybody for participating. I always love straw polls. Makes it so exciting.
That was fun. So exciting.
Well, it's cool too because they get to check out the results. You know, it's a very transparent voting system. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. I always like to join in on them when I'm watching Adobelive. Like, fun, we get to vote. Yes. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Yeah, I think it looks great. What are we thinking about this? Is this looking appetizing?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Do you want to take a bite?
Yeah.
Who wants a slice?
Yeah. We're gonna have to do slices now.
We're gonna have to dole out some slices. I think I might also okay, so let's see. If I was going to, let's say I wanted to add the I could also add in here the ingredients. Select my design. Minus that. Nope, minus that. So we have a little more time. We can play around with some more.
Oh yeah, we've got about 25 minutes left.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm so fast.
And now would be a great time. If you look on our chat in the upper right corner, it says guest recommendations. If you click on that and fill it out, if you want to nominate yourself or someone you know to be a guest on Adobelive, just submit your recommendations. Click on the tab. It's super easy to do. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the next one on Adobelive or one of your friends. Or if there's artists that you would love to see on here, we can reach out. So please click on the guest recommendations at b.net/Adobelive right above the chat and let us know what you want to see next.
So fun. Yeah, you should definitely do it because it's so fun. It's a fun time.
Yes, I had said, I think when I hosted last month that the first time I did it was back in 2019, I believe. Mm-hmm. And we were still doing it at the headquarters in San Francisco. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun just kind of being in person and doing a live show. And it was I think it was 3 days straight that you would do it. It was, so that was really fun.
That's right. They used to be like, yep, it was 3 consecutive days and then you do something different on each day. Yep. Or yeah, it was one project over 3 days. You could do one
project, or yeah, it kind of depends on what you wanted to do. But right. I mean, as much as I miss that, it's kind of been awesome because the outreach and the expansion of what it is now is so much bigger because you can do so much more, obviously, not having to have people in person and being able to do it over, a live stream. So definitely some things I loved about the old way, but it's been pretty awesome. Just how many different people can get on to this show and show us their creative side.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. So, okay. It's like, what does,
okay. Astronaut helmets. Sorry. Yes, Kelly. They used to have astronaut helmets that you would wear like at the end of the show.
Oh like yeah. That's funny. I just remembered that. That's funny. How fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we got mushrooms. We got turkey bacon.
We have all the things.
Oh, you know what? Someone had asked earlier, why the vegetarian Parmesan, but combined with turkey bacon?
So that's the funny thing about it is I can have turkey bacon because it has like almost no fat but I can't have any cheese. So I have to do vegan cheese, but turkey bacon.
So it's more of like a dairy.
Right.
Fat content.
The dairy thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Dairy and fat, 100%. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So these, So I love this font so much, but that Attache. I mean, I love Attache. But this, it's like I need a better ingredients font, and I think that Redondo is just like a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, so what if I didn't put ingredients? What if I just put them there?
Yeah, because I think people can figure it out.
It, right?
Like,
Okay.
what else would these be?
Right, exactly. Vegan parm. Let's go. Oh, I said veg. Okay, that's cool. It was very shorthand. And the pesto I make from scratch.
Ooh.
And it's so good and surprisingly easy to make vegan pesto, or to make pesto in general. It's just the leafy green basil, olive oil, garlic, salt, and Parmesan or vegan Parmesan. And you just blend it up with pine nuts, or walnuts. I've heard that you can do it with walnuts. Also, someone said you could do it with sunflower seeds.
Oh, I'm sure the combinations are endless. Do you use a food processor to blend it, or how do you do it?
Yeah, you know those little like bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. Yep. That's a food processor, just like a tiny one.
Yeah, little baby one.
Okay. So I feel like I want to put something around this now that I have the now that we have the ingredients here. It's like I want to do something around here to make it kind of fun, but I don't know what. Does anyone have any ideas? Let's, like, if it was a pizzeria, I could put some kind of decorative.
I want glitter and stars.
Glitter and stars. Okay. Actually, okay. I want to.
You could do those like thing. Retro kind of diamond shaped.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Yes, we are on the same page. Okay. So let's see if I was making it. I know you could make it with these things, those things.
Yeah, those things, of course.
The lines, the line thingies.
The line thingies.
Let's go 10. Okay, this always confuses me, so I just make one and then see from there. Oh, that's actually kind of fun. But were you thinking of
well, you could do
like
do all kinds of, you could do one that's like more the ends, or I guess it'd be a 4-pointed, or
because there are a few, there's
a few different ones.
There's a few different ones that are also like retro-y.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like putting stars in designs. I really think it's fun. This
Wade was asking for a pairing with the Redondo. Let's see.
Ooh.
And Amy was saying maybe a sans serif would be a little more restrained. Right.
No, she's very right. And I know that that's what you have to do. And I was like, but I want to be wild. and then I just had to leave it. Because it's fine. Right?
Yeah.
I know that this is probably wrong, but it's like sometimes you just have to do
sometimes wrong feels so right.
Sometimes the wrong feels so right. Exactly. You get it. We're on the same page.
Ooh, a basil border.
Ooh, a basil wreath. What about shape? Comic Sans. Scott Thickwood Wild like Comic Sans serif.
That's
very funny.
That's getting crazy. Yeah. That's...
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some papyrus.
Let's get some papyrus in there.
Some papyrus.
Papyrus. Okay. All right. I want to try the star tool again. I want to play around with another. Okay. What happens if you make this one the bigger one? We're just going to see what happens. Nope. Okay. So that's the opposite of what I want to do. Cool. Good to know. So I want to make this one the smaller one and this one really big, maybe even bigger. And instead of 10, we'll do like 6. Not that. Let's do 10, 80. And let's do 12. Aha, that's fun.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more. That's what I just do. I just keep playing around until I eventually find something that's kind of cool. And could actually even make that.
Gareth has notified us that Comic Papyrus, which is a real font. Somebody went and did the impossible.
Oh, that's wow.
Sounds
That's
horrific.
really funny. That sounds, yeah. Let's get that. Let's do that one. Okay. Of these two, I'm thinking the less dramatic one. This one.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll save him. Over there. Also, okay, so I think it would be like white. Because, yeah. And I want to try even more futzing around with it. Now that I really like this shape, I'm going to put one of those at the top and then a select this point and just like go wild.
There you go.
Here we go. Just get that going. Here we go. I feel like I needed to invent a new sound for that.
Yes, of course.
Okay. See, that's fun. That's fun. It's very dreamy and fun, and it feels like I'm now enchanting the pizza.
Sprinkling this, wonderful, delicious ingredients on your pesto pizza.
Ooh, okay. So is it white or is it parmesan?
Yeah. Kind of like not too white, so it doesn't take away from the mushrooms there.
Mm-hmm. Right, because the mushrooms are kind of the star here.
I like that better.
And then we can make them different sizes. Fun. This is fun. Okay.
This is now an ASMR.
This is yes.
Podcast. We have a pizza. Pesto.
Bacon.
Mushrooms.
Adage. Edible gold stars, Robert. That
sounds delicious.
Yum. That sounds delicious. Jeremy Wilkins, I like the basic border idea. And lots of love for this. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yay. I do love it. Put the tiny star over here. This is fun. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't envision stars, but
yeah, it's a little pizzazz.
It is very pizzazzy.
Somebody come up with a pun with a pizzazz. It's there. Somebody can make it better.
It is. It's right there. Okay. The funny thing about stars too is you can get carried away so quick.
Yes.
It's like, and everything is stars. There's a star here and here and here. Okay. I also think I might add. Might do another one of these. Are they like falling off the pizza? Like, do I broaden it? These are all the fun questions that you ask yourself after you're like pretty much got the basics down. You're like, do I want to like move this a little bit to the right or to the left?
How do I overwork this?
Yeah, how do I think about this too much?
Yeah.
To where it becomes crazy. Okay, maybe that one is this one though. And then I'm going to change the highlight, I think, on that. And put it here because my light is coming from the top right. in theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. I just want it to be like, it's bouncing all over the place. It's everywhere.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Okay. Let's see. Do we put another? We do. Put a star down there that just kind of goes off into the abyss. Fine. Okay.
So now you have to do a live stream making this pizza.
Right.
That's
So that's what I that's what I did for my drinks. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that
no,
already.
I don't know if you said that part.
But I made I did a live stream of making the drinks every single day. It
Nice.
was so fun. It was called Happy Hour with Bea. I really enjoyed it. And hopefully everyone else did too. Oh, actually, some people would come in and make drinks with me or make the drink for that day. I would post the recipe and then they would be making it while I was making it.
Very cool.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like Jeremy's idea. Have a couple of mushrooms sitting by in front of or leaning up against the pizza crust.
You can see how that looks, yeah.
Oh, wait, Bea, I think you may have left out an ingredient on the list. You're missing redondo.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, Scott is here, so he picked up a lot of the pun slack that usually Wade is carrying the heavy load. So
this is so fun. Yeah, Scott's great too. That's
yeah.
Fun.
Wade would usually be in the forefront there, but yeah, Scott came in blazing.
Oh, this is good. This is very good. Okay, so let's see if we put a mushroom leaning against the pizza. I guess it would be upside down because mushrooms. And I can't.
Yeah, because I don't know if you'd want to do it in front because I actually really like the shape down at the bottom.
I like this shape too. Put that back. Okay. It's like, where is it's like somewhere. It is kind of, the pizza's like lifted. Like the ground is, that's the one thing I have trouble with is where things are perspective drawing.
Perspective, yes.
Perspective. I'm like, it is in adjacent to.
Perspective's a tough one. Artists
really
had trouble with it for a very, very long time throughout history. Like, how does this work?
Where does it go?
Yeah, perspective's crazy. It is nice having the computers now though, because they do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. You can get perspective grids, which are very cool. I believe Illustrator does those as well as Photoshop and
yes,
those
a lot of my Illustrator friends like Scott, they use Photoshop to do their illustrations, which I think is incredible. I need to learn that skill. That seems so hard. I don't know why, but
yeah, that's pretty much exclusively what I work in.
Okay,
Photoshop.
yeah, it's magical. My hat's off to you because I can barely figure out Photoshop for photos. It's like, it's so hard. This is hilarious. What's going on with these mushrooms? Where are they?
Yeah.
They're just everywhere. Maybe they go more like that. Is this what you had in mind?
I think he was thinking in front of overlapping the shadow in the front.
I think see, there it is. There it is. Good. No, that's me too. That's what I was thinking. I too agree. It would make them a little bigger because then they'd be like in front. Like that? Like that much?
I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I kind of like it falling just into this kind of like receptacle, this on the pizza, that idea. I do
too. I do like that.
The initial inspiration of it, like going into a bowl or a pan or something,
It's just like,
as it all falls, it just ends up perfectly on this pizza. It's magic,
Oh, I wonder if, if I could do like little, like air swoofs, like
let's go for it. We got about 5 minutes, and then we got to wrap it up. So let's try it. Let's go for it. Yeah. Let's try.
Okay. This is fun. We're branching out into the unknown here. Okay, it wouldn't be like that. It would be like that, but not that. And I think it would be the opacity would be like a lot less. It would be like air.
Yes, are these heat swirls, or as J Mark says, air swoofs?
They're air swoofs, yes. And heat swirls. They're both. Eat swirling air swoofs. Heat. I said eat. Okay. Ooh, no, we're just gonna redo that. Okay. This illustration is taking on a life of its own in a new direction. And yeah. Wow. Maybe it's not a swirl. Maybe it's like a it's more like a cloud. And see, and then we're back to the Zelda thing with the cloud of
perfect
of poof.
Back to our original source of inspiration.
Yeah, we don't want to get too far off that, because that's very important. Okay, this is fun. This is a wild jumble of things, but it is fun. I'm going to remove some of these, and I think this heat situation is very exciting. So what if we just add, I mean, it looks like steam, right?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever you want it to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Escaping Parmesan particles. Definitely.
Oh, that's funny.
So I just have that feeling for some reason. That's a good one.
Thanks, Mark. Particles. Like, how do you, I guess it would be like that. Ha ha ha
Aha.
ha. Oops. That is not a group. Make my squishies around there.
Yes, it says the official timestamp for this would be adding air swoofs and steam poofs.
I love it. Let's do that. Perfect. It's perfect. There we go.
All right, we got just a few minutes left here. And if you're just joining us, we're almost at the end. We're with Bea Audrey, BAD, as the awesome acronym, Bea Audrey Design. And we are making a pesto pizza recipe design. This is awesome. It's been so much fun. If you're on YouTube, hey, how's it going? If you're here on Behance Live, also awesome. It's been so great having everybody here, everybody in the chat. This has actually been a very lively chat. And this is one of the livelier chats I've been a part of. It's really fun.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
I think a lot of your friends and family coming in, beefing it up, helping it out. Yeah.
Thanks for chatting it up, everyone. This has been so fun. The air swoofs and poofs have gotten way out of control. And it's like at this point where you just think, I'm going to step away and look at this tomorrow and see if my swoofy poofies are still
well, why don't we start wrapping it up, and then why don't we just do it? We've got like 2 minutes before we have to do a full wrap up, but can you just do really quickly kind of what we did here?
Totally. So I wanted to make a pizza illustration, and I used some fun references here that I gathered. We made a color palette, and from that color palette, we created some ingredients, mushrooms and turkey bacon and olives and parmesan and pesto, put them all together to make this pizza recipe. And we chose a fun font, Redondo Ave. And yeah,
Where's that coming? Where's that font coming from?
That font is from Chutzpah Design. It's a new font on their website. And
awesome.
yeah, I think it's good. A little less poof and swoosh, and it's great.
And are we going to be getting some more of these down the line, or is this a one-off?
Yes.
Or?
No. So this is a series that I'm doing. I just did one that was soup, veggie soup, and I did that on the Adobelive stream a few weeks ago. And then this is the second in the series. So stay tuned because there will be more in this series.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Bea, for being with us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It was awesome. Stay tuned and join Voodoo Val on a new episode of Create Tips, as she, with help from Michael Fagoso, demonstrates how to create exciting case studies to showcase your projects on social media and other platforms. Thank you so much again, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Bea. The pesto pizza looks delicious. I'm pretty sure if you're not where you're going to eat lunch, I'm going to have dinner, breakfast, whatever it is. Go have some fun food out there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. All right. Bye.
Bye.